Good day and welcome to the ECD Roadmap Update webinar conference call. Today's call is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Ms. Diana Yenis-Pastor. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, operator. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We're very pleased to have Muhi Majzoub, Executive Vice President of Engineering and IT at OpenText. He'll be sharing with us today the ECD Roadmap Update. And joining Muhi is Micah Berg, who heads up the Documentum Product Management team. Good morning, Muhi and Micah.
Good morning, Diana.
Good morning.
Before we get started today, I wanted to cover off on a couple of housekeeping items. We have the global dial-in numbers in the file above, top left. If you have any questions during the webinar, please add them to the Q&A tab, which is at the bottom right, and send to all panelists. Today's event is being recorded, and we will share with everyone who is registered and attending today. And we'll also include the question and answer FAQ. And without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Muhi.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, customers, partners, and colleagues. Thank you very much for giving us your time today on a Friday, and we're very, very excited to share with you an update 90 days after the close of the Documentum ECD acquisition by OpenText. So let me start first by reiterating something that for the last 120 days, OpenText management and myself have been sharing with customers publicly and in one-on-one discussions. I'll give you a little bit of history. 45 days prior to the close of the acquisition, I joined the ECD management team in Momentum, their user conference in Barcelona, and I stood on stage next to their president and highlighted OpenText's commitment to every customer and every partner, that we're really excited about the acquisition and the merger we're about to go through, and that we are committed to supporting, enhancing, and innovating on top of every one of the portfolio of the products that came with the ECD acquisition. This includes the Documentum Content Server, WebTop, D2, XCP. It includes all the vertical applications. It includes InfoArchive, Captiva, and their cloud multi-tenant SaaS offering, Leap. So let me give you a little bit more why we are very, very excited about the acquisition. On day one of close, I committed and blogged to our customers and partners that we will very quickly start our innovation journey and start building on top of a strength that the ECD products brought to OpenText. And very, very quickly, during our iTour in March of this year, last month, we started demonstrating working code of the first set of integration for D2 and Life Sciences application into our Information Hub and Analytics Intelligence Engine. Now, OpenText today is the only vendor that offers you a complete solution that plays into every area of your enterprise or every area of your government, allowing you to complete a digital journey by taking step by step based on the value add that you bring to your enterprise. We are also the only company that today in the document and information, enterprise information management space that gives you full integration into SAP, SAP Hybris, SAP SuccessFactors, into HANA. We are the one of the few vendors certified to run on top of HANA, and our products are on the SAP price list. We are a large partner with Microsoft and Oracle and Salesforce, where our extended ECM solution bring complete end-to-end integration for document management to ERP and CRM and HCM modules and products from any of these vendors. We look to bring these same capabilities through the cloud and our extended ECM for the cloud to our Documentum and D2 customers. We have always committed to being a hybrid solution provider, meaning we will continue to support and innovate on top of our on-premise platforms. We will continue to deliver managed services, and we have over 1,200 customers today that depend on OpenText to deliver complete end-to-end managed services for these platforms in the OpenText cloud. We could run in the AWS and Azure clouds as well. And we are also committed to continue to provide SaaS, multi-tenant, microservices-enabled solutions and applications to our customers. We are a global organization. All we do is build software and innovate on software. And we're really excited that the strength of the ECD portfolio coming to OpenText will give us an opportunity to develop and innovate in many areas. Let me give you a few examples. So if you look at this slide, we've already demonstrated integration to life sciences with our analytics platform. But we have opportunities to bring life sciences into the LEAP platform as a microservice and deliver it in the cloud. We have opportunities to improve on usability and to provide mobility for some of the workloads in a life sciences application through our AppWorks mobile platform. We have opportunities to bring the engineering document solution from ECD to be side-by-side complementing our engineering documents, which today play in two different use cases, where we can now give a much better and more complete solution to our engineering documents customers. We also have the opportunity to bring mobility, usability, and analytics into these solutions and vertical applications. If you look in the center of the screen, we are committed to the Documentum D2 platform and XCP, but we have opportunities. One of the first and one of the highest level item that every Documentum customer I've met with in the last 90 days have spoken about is usability of D2. We have an opportunity to provide some usability enhancement, including bringing a mobile interface to D2 through our mobile AppWorks solution. We have opportunity to bring analytics out of the box, similar to what we do with our existing content suite, where we deliver multiple dashboards for security, administration, and user usage analysis and statistics. We could bring similar dashboards and drill-down reports to D2 and to our Documentum customers. We have opportunities for InfoArchive to integrate in many of our existing OpenText solutions, including our media management, web experience management, TeamSite, which is one of the solutions that came to us through the HP recent acquisition. We have opportunities to bring compliance and record management integration to InfoArchive, making InfoArchive even stronger and helping you add value by allowing you to archive some of the information that is not needed, or use InfoArchive also for old legacy application decommissioning, saving you money, allowing you to protect and keep that information at your fingertips should you need it in the future. The Captiva solution plays very, very well with our existing capture solution and some of the OCR technologies that we are working on. And we're very excited to bring these two teams together to innovate and take capture and OCR technology into the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the future of capture solutions, where we could do automatic recognitions, templating, we could do more usability and certain mobility applications. And we are already talking with several customers and several partners on how we partner and innovate together. And if you look at the far right, in the cloud, Leap and Core from ECD and OpenText are better together. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Core is a multi-tenant SaaS scalable applications that runs today in multiple data zones, supporting safe harbor compliance and Euro capability with our data centers in EMEA that are only touched by Euro citizens and EMEA employees, supporting some of the Eurozone processes and safe harbor laws. We have our Americas data centers, and we have our Asia-Pac data centers. With LEAP coming into these data centers and integrated, many of our LEAP existing customers have told us they wanted collaboration. They wanted file sync and share brought into the LEAP application. By bringing Core as a microservice on top of the LEAP platform, we will be able to deliver these capabilities to our customers out of the box in the same environment, but we will be able to extend these capabilities into our EMEA data center, better supporting our EMEA customers, and into our Asia-Pac data centers in the future. Let me show you an example of what usability means to OpenText. So for the past 2 years, the engineering team at OpenText have been working very, very hard to bring a new set of innovation into our content suite to our 3,000-plus content server customers. This is a sample of what our current dashboard for content server looks like, an HTML5 adaptive responsive applications that works on a desktop, on a laptop, on a tablet, but also to the right-hand side of the screen, our mobile application built on AppWorks and powered by AppWorks gives the same level of capability to the smartphone device or the tablet device, allowing your customers or your users to access the information with ease in a mobile environment. We are very excited to work with our D2 customers to bring many of these innovations to the Documentum and D2 platform in the near future. And one of the things we will be doing at our Enterprise World this year in July, we have something we call the Innovation Lab and the Development Lab, during which we provide sandbox machines and server environments to our customers to come and sit with our product managers and our UX and experience designers and work with our new UI. One of the things we would like to do is do that for our D2 customers. And we invite our Documentum and D2 customers to come and give us feedback on the UI and to work with us and allow us to develop for you the best user interface that brings value to every one of your users in your environment. Here's an example and a screenshot of the Life Sciences Analytics dashboard for the regulatory manager in the Life Sciences Documentum app. We integrated our Information Hub, which is our standard analytics tool at OpenText, into our Life Sciences application. So out of the box, in the native application look and feel, the regulatory manager or user will have access to dashboard that provide them intelligence about the approval process of their medicines or the drug that are going through the approval cycle, giving them facts and allowing them to look at a world view and see where the approvals are and where things are held up and be able to drill down and get more detailed information that will help them build better decisions and better rollout plans for their medicines. We look forward to bringing similar intelligence and integration to every one of the ECD and Documentum products. Other integration touch points are our Brava viewer, allowing D2 vertical applications customer to leverage the Brava viewer, the Blazon rendition engine, integration into InfoFusion, our ETL and enterprise search solution, integration into Recommind for e-discovery, and integration into back-end vendor invoice management and Business Center for SAP through our extended ECM technology. Now let us dive a little bit deeper into the roadmap, and let me hand off to one of our senior product managers and colleague, Director of Product Management, Mike Bird. He's been with Documentum for 15 plus years and a pleasure to be part of the OpenText team now. Let me hand off to him. He will give you a lot more detail about the roadmap, and then I'll come back and share with you some more data. Micah?
Thank you, Mui. And good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all of those that were able to join us today. I'd like to spend the next few minutes just briefly talking with you a little bit about the roadmap and some of the work that we've done 90 plus days into the acquisition. The first thing I'd like to mention here is if you look at the graphic in the center, the thinking with OpenText towards the calendar year of this year in December, we're looking to do a full-scale release of the Documentum platform in December, and I think that that's really important to customers because I think it's going to improve the overall release cadence. Aligning all of the releases together under one banner will reduce some of the confusion that I think customers have in terms of their planning in terms of how they upgrade the various products within the stack. So that's one of the first things that we decided to do as part of OpenText. If you go to the next slide. So as part of the overall planning for the roadmap, we went back to each of the roadmaps and we looked at them and said, how can we derive additional value for the customers? And we've done that in a number of ways. The first of which is the customer value piece is all about how do we innovate inside of the product to bring additional value. We want to do additional things inside of the product suite so that the customers are receiving more value than they were when we were just part of ECD. I think there was an improper message that was being delivered to ECD customers that the Documentum product family was pretty much feature complete, and we don't believe that that's the case. And I think that as we go through the next few slides, I think you're going to see that demonstrated in the things that we've put into the roadmap. Another thing that was really important was aligning not only with OpenText, but also with some of the additional products that we had as part of ECD. So if you think about bringing in Blazon, think about bringing in Brava, also aligning more closely with Leap and some of the other applications that we have in the stack, that was one of the major focus areas that we had for the roadmap. Additionally, we wanted to bring some additional features to drive customer satisfaction, targeted customer enhancements that we believe are going to bring additional value to the entire customer base. And then finally, looking at the product and saying, how do we lower the overall total cost of ownership that you as our customers have? How do we make it more easy to deploy the products? How do we make it more easy to manage them? How do we make it more scalable so that you can overall lower that total cost? If you go to the next slide. This is the roadmap for the Documentum suite. It includes a number of different products, and I would argue that for each of the circles that you see there, we could probably spend an hour on each one, but in the interest of time, we're going to speed through this. But for the platform, I think there are a number of things that are very interesting that we're looking at bringing into the product. First of which is the recommendation engine. If you think about some of the things that we've grown accustomed to, especially like in Google, when you type ahead searches, it's predictive. It gives you information that the information around the search that you're looking for. That's one of the things that we're looking to do. Also, when you do a search inside of Documentum or one of the applications, the clients, bringing in predictive information about the content, and then not only the content itself, but also recommending content based off of what you're actually viewing. Another thing that we're looking to do is bring in Blazon for rendering as an add-on to CTS. That's something that we're looking to bring into the product. For D2, as Mui said, one of the biggest things that we've heard from customers is the usability of the application. So the roadmap is very highly centric on improving the overall experience that users have within the product. We're looking to bring in Brava for viewing, but the Brava team has done an exceptional job of listening to the requirements that we had as part of ECD to enhance the Brava product. For XCP, we're looking to bring in an out-of-the-box case management application so that users have the ability to start off fresh with a brand new application instead of having to build one from scratch. Additionally, bringing in Leap Courier, so being able to push content to the Courier application so that you can reduce the chaos around delivering documents in and out of the organization. From a connector standpoint, we're looking to bring in a new connector that brings a modern UI. It's based off of the Leap technology and architecture. It provides a secure tunnel between your Documentum platform and the Leap platform for the exchange of content. From a governance and compliance standpoint, we're looking to actually bring in an OpenText connector so that we can talk to both systems so that you can drive additional value between the two systems. We're also looking to provide Docker support so that you can lower that overall total cost of ownership. We're looking to bring in additional records activators for the new versions of Microsoft. And then also bringing in a secure viewer so that you can actually view the content inside the compliance and governance suite. If you go to the next slide. For Application Extender, it's one of the applications that continues to be a real focus area for our partner community, and it is very strategic to our partners, and we're going to continue to invest in the Application Extender application. Primarily, the use case is departmental ECM. It's a land and expand type of mentality. So typically, we go in and we come in maybe to the accounts payable group, and then we find additional opportunities inside of the organization that grow that business. There are a number of things that we're looking to do around enhancements to the product, personalized landing pages so that you can immediately go into the things that you typically do, providing additional text searching capabilities, and then we're looking to do some additional enhancements around the viewer to make it easier to use, faster, more efficient. And then from an integration standpoint, there are things that we're looking to do around bringing in Cloud Capture Toolkit from Captiva. We're also looking to bring in RecoStar support from OpenText for OCR. And there are a number of other things that are in that roadmap as well. If you can go to the next slide. From a Captiva standpoint, there are a number of things that I think are very interesting. We released Snap to the customer base as part of the Leap family. That was a cloud-first, very much a cloud-first strategy that we had for Snap. What we're looking to do now is bring some of the features that we released in the Leap in the Snap application and bring those into the on-premise world so that the users can make use of some of the nice things that were done from a usability perspective inside of Snap and Captiva. Additionally, there were some things that we OEM'd from OpenText that we're now able to leverage at a much deeper level. Things like OCR is something that we can improve on inside of the Captiva application. And then additionally, things around improving the way that we encrypt information in flight and at rest, all things that we're looking to do inside of Captiva to enhance it and bring it further into for the product. The next slide. For InfoArchive, it is very strategic to OpenText. OpenText had a very good complementary offering to InfoArchive that was specifically focused on SAP. What we found is that those two applications can sit side by side, or they can sit apart from each other, and that way we can bring additional value. There are two primary use cases for InfoArchive. One is active archiving, and then there's also legacy decommissioning. So if you have maybe a mainframe that's sitting out in your environment that you're continuing to run and continuing to pay those high ticket prices for, you can bring that information off the mainframe, put it inside of InfoArchive, do all the searching that you need to, and then you can reduce that cost that you have for some of the legacy applications that you have. There's some things that we're looking to do around integrations from within the OpenText portfolio, things around Brava. We're looking to bring additional analytics, additionally things around e-discovery with Recommind. And then last and finally, I would say that for the DocSci customers that are on the phone, we are working on the roadmap for DocSci. We're hoping to release the roadmap for the Document Sciences product in the next 60 days or so. So those are the things that we're looking to do from the overall perspective for ECD for the different products that exist in the stack. And at this point, I think I'd like to turn it back to Mui to wrap up for the next couple of minutes.
Great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So the opportunity for us is amazing with the ECD portfolio, including the Documentum product that have come to OpenText. They come and complement a portfolio that we already have, where we see dozens of integrations. We see dozens of opportunities to create better solutions that add more value to our customers. We see opportunities to leverage intelligence, to leverage our cognitive computing engine to do analysis and semantic analysis of information and then be able to properly report against it, especially for life sciences, for D2 customers. Those are areas that I know every one of our content suite customers tell us that same information. We see opportunities to be a lot better in the cloud, in multi-tenancy and SaaS microservices solution, which is really the future of ECM. If you look at some of what the analysts are saying and how they are going to look at content as services instead of as document management systems, we have huge opportunity in every one of these areas. We see great opportunities to build applications using our low-code application development environment, part of our process suite, where we could develop quick and easy applications that can be integrated into Leap in the cloud, but also can be integrated into D2 for added value to our customers. We see opportunities to bring these solutions together to where we deliver better value to users through usability, better value to administrators and managers through intelligence and fact-based decision-making, and many others. If we could go to the next slide, please. If you look at our portfolio and as it comes together, we see a solution that on the bottom of the screen can run on-premise, either Content Suite or Documentum, or if you're a customer that today have both solutions, and we have many customers that are in that, they can run side by side and leverage content from both of these systems through systems like InfoFusion, where you could do search globally and federated across a Documentum and a Content Suite, and a Leap file sync and share application. Through connector-based architecture. We see us delivering applications and microservices that sit in a middle layer that is very modern, very scalable, and again can run in our data center, can run in your data center. And then we see us bringing file sync and share as an application to all of our Leap customers with all the integrations to applications for user productivity like Office 365, to back-end applications like ERP with S4HANA and SuccessFactors, and to CRM and services applications like Salesforce. And we're really excited about that. We are committed that by May 15, our roadmap will be published on our OpenText.com website for our customers and for prospects to be able to download in PDF format or to be able to view on screen and see exactly what's being committed for the end of December release and which will be called EP3 for us, and what will be committed for EP4, which will be the following spring of 2018. Again, at OpenText, we're committed to continue to publish our roadmap for every one of our products, not only for ECD and Documentum, but for 4 years we published our roadmap every 6 months for every one of our solutions. And we will do the exact same thing for all of the ECD products and the Documentum products. If we go to the next screen, I always like to end, before we open it up for questions, I always like to end with putting my email address. I love to hear from our customers. I love to hear from our partners how we could support you better, how we can help you, how we could take your feedback about our product and bring more innovations into the solution. On screen, you see my email address and you see my Twitter handle. You are welcome to use either to contact me. More than happy to publish on Twitter and in a blog section on OT.com the link to the roadmap as soon as the roadmaps are posted on May 15th. Again, thank you very, very much, and we will open the call for questions.
Great. Thank you very much, Muhi, and thank you so much, Micah, for your time today. See if we have a question here.
Okay. So the first questions come to us online A gentleman is asking about our support for WebTop. And as I highlighted before, WebTop today has approximately 5 million plus users of the solution, and we are committed to continue to support the existing install base and continue to work with our customers through user groups or through one-on-one interaction to understand any additional innovations that they would like to see come into that solution. But WebTop, XCP, D2, we are committed to every one of the products, every one of the portfolio solutions and applications that we will continue to support them, provide a roadmap, and make ourselves available through product management and the engineering leadership team to listen to innovations, listen to requests for enhancements, and respond to every one of them.
Great. Thank you, Mui. I think we have a next question here coming up online.
So the second question comes from also one of our attendees asking about Kezion support. And in the Kezion support case, we are looking at opportunities to integrate with file intelligence from the OT portfolio and look for more information to come forward to all of you as more of these integration touch points are locked and being worked on. What we're committed to do with every one of the integration is at every event or every webinar opportunity that myself or anyone from the product management or engineering leadership team, we're committed to tell you what we're doing, show you demos of what's being delivered, and make them available to all of you during Enterprise World in our development lab and the innovation lab so you could give us feedback.
Great. And I think, Mui, we have time for one more question. Great. And go ahead.
Okay, so the next question that comes to us is asking about our approach for hybrid architecture for Documentum. So we truly believe we are better together. OpenText has, for 4.5 years since we started our EIM journey, have always committed to every one of our OpenText customers that we are a hybrid company. We will deliver to you solutions that you can install on-premise in your own data centers. We will deliver to you solutions that you can use some things in your own data center but expose certain workload into the cloud through multi-tenant SaaS offering, or we can offer you SaaS solutions on top of Leap and Core in a microservices architecture that you could deploy fully in the cloud. And we are committed for every one of the Documentum and ECD products that we will offer the same thing. We will offer you the managed services opportunity to run in the OpenText data center or to run in an Azure or an AWS data center if that's your choice. We will give you the opportunity to run in a SaaS offering or to continue to take innovation on-premise into your own data center. That is a commitment that we make for every one of our solutions, including the ECD portfolio that came with the Documentum ECD acquisition.
Great. Thank you so much, Mui. That will wrap up our question and answer session today. And I just wanted to remind everyone that the webinar today is being recorded, and we will send that out to everyone that is registered and has attended today. We will also include the question and answer FAQ document. We'll get that out to everyone. So Mui and Micah, thank you so much today for sharing the ECD Roadmap webinar update with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And the commitment to all of you is next time we meet for the next webinar, we will bring some demos that we could share with you some of the innovation on screen.
That sounds great.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks to our audience for your participation. Have a great day.